explanation from the ref, but their coach told me that two guys had their helmets tangled, and the ref tried to separate them instead of blowing the whistle. And if he would have blown the whistle, it wouldn't have. I guess the play would have been dead. We wouldn't have scored the goal. But I didn't see helmets tangled. But I believe Coach Marshall. I mean, I don't. Usually, I'm complaining about penalties and the calls and things like that. But I just haven't seen a game like that where refs were getting hit by the puck, knocked over, fallen down, in the way. I mean, if they were giving each other $1 for every time they got in the way or they got hit by a puck or got knocked down, there'd be a lot of money changing hands. But it was a weird officiating hockey game. I have no problem with any of the calls. It was just a constant in the way and weird calls that just on. As simple thing as they said our forward left the bench early on a power play. I mean, it was I said no problem with any of the penalty calls, but weird hockey game as far as positioning of the officials.
Yeah, one even made a good defensive play for your team somewhere in the second period, I believe.
They were driving wide. They had a chance, and they run into the referee, and they had a step. I mean, they got rid of a breakaway, and the referee, probably defended a little better than some of our defensemen tonight. So, hey, people have those nights, but like I said, didn't have any problems with any of the penalties. It's just weird of the positioning of the officials that game.
Coach, we're always curious to see these teams for the first time, as I'm sure you are, but Connecticut, they really came out with some energy right off the bat, and I think your team actually picked it up then from there.
Yeah, you know what they did? They came out with a lot of shots. They're a good hockey team, and they played extremely hard, and they blocked a lot of shots, and it was, like I said, a good track meet of a hockey game. It was up and down. I mean, I imagine how many attempts were if there were so many shots, but hey, like I said, they don't ask how, they ask how many, and we got the job done. I think through with all the confusion in the track meet, Eric Levine was very solid in net. Made quality saves. He made a couple across box, and can't complain about Eric's performance. And that's 2 good games in a row. And we've got 2 quality goalies, and you got to ride the hot one when they're hot, like we did with Brooks early in the year. And now Eric's got the hot stick, so we're very fortunate to have 2 goalies playing very well. And I thought Nathan Longpré was very good offensively. Again, he was very dominant at North Dakota. He was one of our guys that could have played for the Fighting Sioux on their top line, and I think he carried that over tonight with a good performance. We got a lot of good performances. Like I said, it was a gutty win, and it was a good hockey game. Both teams played hard, and both teams did their job. And I said empty nets were missed, and a lot was left on the table for tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night you'll see an 8-7 game. Who knows?
Levine going again tomorrow night? Are you continuing to ride that hot hand?
You got to. As much as you feel bad that Brooks hasn't had the outings, but we're going to talk about it. But if you made me make a decision right now, it's got to be Eric. I mean, he played so well up at the North Dakota. He gave up 1 goal in 60 minutes, and then 1 goal in 60 minutes again today. I mean, I don't think anybody can argue with that if I go back with him. And right now, if you made me make a decision, I'm going back with him.
5 for 5 on the PK again, Coach. It's so important in these games, especially these tight games like this. How does it keep working?
Well, we work a lot of it. We got a lot of veteran guys. We've got all of our killers are juniors and seniors, and they've been doing it for a while, and that's the important thing. And you figure out what you do. Hey, they did some things that we haven't seen, and we gotta watch some video on that, but. For the most part, we did a good job. We blocked shots. We got great clears. Our clears were outstanding tonight. We made them play 200 feet, and like I said, the clears were great all the way down the ice. And pleased with that. Obviously, they did some things that we got to watch. And I thought our power play. I think our power play has been struggling, and we didn't show up on the score sheet. We only had 2 attempts, but I thought we had some good looks. I thought we had some really good looks. I mean, we had some good looks. Cush had one off the backboards in the first, and then obviously the look on the goal. So that got disallowed. Let me add that one. But I thought our power play that special team was good, and we're giving up 1 goal a game. I mean, other than the 8 we gave up against North Dakota, we've had some good goaltending and good defense.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations. A big win, 2 huge points. And we were saying early in the game, 2 points separating the second-place team from the seventh-place team in the Atlantic. So every point is big right now.
Oh, no doubt. And those are things that you look at. And every point, you can't leave any points out on the table. And we left a few overtime points out at the beginning of the year where if we just got a tie. And, big points. I mean, every game is magnified right now, especially with how tight everything is. I mean, I really think that you said 7 points separates second to
2 points.
2 points separates, but 7 points separates second place to last place. So I mean, that's how tight this league is, and you got to get the wins when you can. And splitting doesn't do you any good. Now you got to go for the jugular and come up with 4 points on the weekend to help you out.
All right, that chance comes tomorrow night at 7:05. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you. Great crowd tonight, too. It was really a late arriving crowd, but it was a good crowd, and hopefully we'll have everybody will come after watching the Steelers win and see us finish the 4-point weekend off tomorrow, hopefully. So
that's right. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Derek Schooley, the victorious Robert Morris Colonials, as they win it 3-1 here in Pittsburgh. That's your final. I'm Garrow Von Dane. Thanks to Derek Schooley and my partner Bob Kennedy.